As for the Bucs ground game, Bruce Arians says Ronald Jones is where this offense starts. And he said when things are good, Jones should have 20 touches. Some other good news for the Bucs, Mike Evans will play after missing some practice this week with what Arians calls a hamstring scare. As for the Vikings, tight end could be somewhat of an issue. Kyle Rudolph is doubtful. Irv Smith Jr. is questionable. And the Vikings leading tackler Eric Kendricks has been ruled out. Of course, Tom Brady is always the headliner in these things. And Kirk Cousins says he remembers watching Brady's first Super Bowl win at his friend's house. He was a 7th grader. When I asked Tom about that, he said, I get that a lot. It's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, man. All right. Also, Room Rater, definitely 10 out of 10 for Sarah Walsh. Hey, it's time for one of our favorite segments here, Sir Stats a Lot. Now, Garofolo usually handles this. I'm going to give it a whirl today. So, sir, welcome. Good morning. I see you flaunting that Good Morning Football weekend mug, or just the, oh, it is the weekend mug. Okay, here we go. So over the past few months, Sir Stats has really revolutionized the researcher position. He's finding the most in-depth numbers for all the games and then bringing us the best. So we are super excited about this. The Vikings, let's start with that one first. Mr. Stan.
Here we go, Colleen. Here we go, Colleen. Thank you, man. Here we go. The Vikings face the Bucs tomorrow. All right, and check out my boy Dalvin Cook's numbers this season. I compared to Tampa's run defense. Cook is averaging 113 yards per game, while the Bucs haven't given up 100-yard rush in the last 20 games. Dalvin Cook, Tampa Bay. What's it gonna be? What you think?
All right, Tom. Dalvin, more or less than 100 rushing yards tomorrow.
Come on, Tom.
Not only have the Bucs not given up a 100-yard rusher this season, they haven't given up a 60-yard rusher this season. Christian McCaffrey had 59 yards against them at one point. This Bucs run defense has been real. And I'm still going to say Dalvin hits the over on 100 yards. This is a guy who gets upwards of 26 touches per game. He's averaging over 110 yards per game from scrimmage this season. And if the Vikings are going to do one thing, it's run the football in this game. They got to keep Tom Brady and that passing offense for Tampa off the field, because every week is a battle right now for the Minnesota defense.
If Dalvin can get that done, that means great things for that entire Vikings offense. All right, Sir Stats, what you got next?
Hey, my guy Mike Robb. Listen up, Mike Robb. My boys, the Cheeseheads up in Green Bay.
What's happening?
Aaron Rodgers and that Green Bay offense has been balling. Look how much they've improved this year, despite having most of the same guys. 7 more points and almost 80 yards per game. Green Bay, ooh, it's getting real stinky up there, man. That cheese up there, ooh.
Mike Robb?
You said it's getting real stinky up there, huh? Real funky up there?
Yes, sir.
I know that's right. Well, look, to me, it's more buy-in of this offense. Another year in this Matt LaFleur's offense for Aaron Rodgers. And now Aaron is able to use his special ability, the arm angles and all of those things, the ad-lib plays, as the extra part, right? As the part that it's not every play. Now they're really running the design of the offense the way it's supposed to be. They're running the football with some authority, which is creating great play-action opportunities down the football field. And again, you have Aaron Rodgers. He's going to take care of the football. He's not going to put the ball in harm's way. So I think with all the media saying that they should have used their first-round pick on another weapon, I think the weapons around Aaron Rodgers took that as offense. So I love what I'm seeing in Green Bay.
It's all working out. Sir Stats, let's hear your final set of numbers here.
All right, here we go. My guy D. Hall, I know you're not going to like this, but guess who would have knew? The Giants have turned into a real team. They host the Cardinals tomorrow. That New York defense has been off the chain. Top 8 in all the 8 categories, including points, yards, takeaways, and QB hits. Them boys up in New York City, woo! You know them your rivals, D-Hall.
D-Hall, most important thing the defense must do here to contain Kyler.
New York City.
Oh, this is easy, man. We know that Giants defense has been balling, but the number one job they have to do is they have to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket. You saw all of those numbers by the Giants defense. I think the biggest number that sticks out to me is how they play the run. Not allowing Kyler Murray to use his legs to beat you, and only by throwing his team to a victory. That's how the Giants can win this football game. I don't think they will, but if they had a chance, that's how they're going to do it. Keeping Kyler Murray in the pocket, making him throw the Arizona Cardinals to a victory.
how much I miss going to games, how much I miss live events, going to concerts. And when I think about a group that can really light up a stadium, I see the Foo Fighters in my head. They're kind of sort of like Rock's Tom Brady, as good as there's ever been and still thriving at this point. This week, I talked to frontman Dave Grohl and drummer Taylor Hawkins about their upcoming album, Medicine at Midnight. It's awesome. You guys have to get it when it drops. And as it turns out, these guys are just as cool as they seem.
Wow, this is so pro. Look at that logo thing. Is this your Zoom room?
D, I feel like you're in time, but I have a crazy echo.
That's funny. I feel like you're in time, but I have a crazy echo. It's kind of like, it's like when we play a show
I always have a crazy echo.
I feel like that's how you sound like the Foo Fighters. Nobody plays in sync ever.
You know you make me break.
Guys play in a ton of stadiums. NFL players play in a ton of stadiums. So you guys are basically NFL players at this point. 25 years in the game now.
We're in better
with
shape.
The Foo
We're just in
Fighters.
better
That
shape.
is just like... Listen, nobody needs to hear me play the guitar, trust me. But you do need to get their new album, Medicine at Midnight, when it comes out Friday, February 5th. Excellent way to start out your Super Bowl weekend, everybody. And listen, if you want to see the entire interview, it's awesome. You can check out GMFB on Twitter right now. It's up there. So, guys, let's keep it with the Foo Fighters theme here because mostly I'm a monster now, and that's what I want to do. We're going to use some of their songs to describe NFL teams and players. Let's start with the song here, Breakout. We'll listen to it for a second, get in the sort of zone. All right, D-Hall, which player will have a breakout in the final month of the season? Yeah, see, Tom knows.
Oh, wow. Who's going to have a breakout? I'm going to have to go with Cam Akers, LA Rams running back. We've seen him come on the last couple of weeks, but this rookie is explosive. We know what Sean McVay and this offense is trying to do. They want to set you up by running the football and then use those great fakes, right? Those great fakes in the play-action pass game so Jared Goff can pick you apart. And Cam Akers, man, he is a home run hitter. I thought he was a smaller type of back, but watching him be able to take this workload in the NFL, he's a guy you got to watch out for. Breakout, Cam. Do your thing.
I love it. Imagine if there were fans in that stadium, too. I mean, what a crazy year this would be in that brand new stadium. How about this one? Their new single, Shame, Shame, for the Foo Fighters. That's up next, so let's hit that for a second. Tom, get ready here. Okay, here we go. We're listening. Whose final month of the season will be a shame, shame.
The entire Chargers season has been a shame to this point, from close losses to the 45-0 loss to the Patriots to all the brutal injuries to jamming a needle in Tyrod Taylor's chest and losing him for a game. But the real shame will be when they accidentally win some games here and cost themselves a high draft pick. Look at the rest of the schedule. They got the Falcons without Julio Jones. They got the Raiders. They got the Broncos, then they finish up against the Chiefs. You can easily see a team that's still playing hard for Anthony Lynn coming out with 1, 2, maybe even 3 wins here and all of a sudden dropping out of the top 5.
Tom, are you a singer? Maybe we should start a band. Like, it's something that we can maybe think about. We'll talk
If you
offline.
pick up the guitar, I'll sing along. We can make a deal here.
All right, we'll be waiting a little bit for that, but we'll see. Third one here, classic from 07, Pretender. Mike Rob, get in the zone here. Let's hear it. And then tell me which team is a pretender out there.
Yeah, I'm getting in the zone. I'm feeling it, right? I'm going to say the Arizona Cardinals are the pretender right now. They've lost 4 of the last 5. And really, since they played the Seattle Seahawks up in Seattle and Kyler Murray took that big hit, which I was kind of waiting to see how he was going to respond from the big hit, he has not played well. And then defenses are starting to figure it out. If you hold Kyler Murray in the pocket, don't let him get outside, don't let him use his legs, you have a huge chance to win. So I think the Arizona Cardinals, they're the pretender this year.
All right.
And so, G's in here, so my bad, I almost forgot. All right, Colleen, this one is for you. Okay, this one is for you. Last song is The Best of You. Yeah, I got a little notes on me. Yeah.
Nailed it.
You, Colleen.
We're all trying out this morning. I love it. Okay. This team's going to get the best of me, and they're going to get the worst of me, too, because I'm a masochist. It is still the Eagles. Listen, I didn't choose this life. My parents did. I mean, look, you can see right here. Ann Wolf feels the same exact way I do. I was born into this. I sent her this text watching the Eagles last week. Yeah, her response, yes, I don't know why. Exactly. This is a situation where it's for better or worse, and there's been a whole lot of worse, and sickness and health, and I feel like, it sometimes does feel like a sickness following this team this year, but they're still going to get the best of me, and I'm going to see this thing through. It's like doing laundry a little bit, though, at this point, because it's a process that I don't really enjoy. It has to get done. Look, we're gonna just wait it out and see what happens. So that's it.
Squad, Colleen. You got to be like
awesome stuff, right? I know. It's like I don't have a choice. I'm being held hostage by this team.
Exactly.
Here we go. Got a lot more coming your way. Let's talk about the Chiefs.